Well, hello everyone, welcome to another Willie's Ramblins and Pickup video. This past week I was out in Seattle, didn't really see much out there. Of course I didn't have a whole lot of time to run around. Got food poisoning and was sick as a dog. But besides that, some interesting things been going on lately. I've been really hip deep in my Elite Dangerous game on my PS4. I'm really loving that game. And I come to find out on the Frontier store that you can actually download the original Elite that came out back in '84, the very original one. And there's an emulator that's included with that to play the game on your PC. But in that emulator, I found some other games that were included. One of them, which was Zalaga, which is a Galaga clone for the little computer, microcomputer, whatever it is, BBC Micro, whatever it is. It's actually a pretty fun version of Galaga. It's pretty well done. It's a lot of fun to mess around with. So I was pretty stoked to find that on that little file I downloaded. Also, Best Buy posted a picture of the new Bridge Connect Frogger arcade game. If you recall, I've done a Pac-Man, Centipede, Q*bert, all those little mini arcade games by Bridge Direct. Frogger would be a nice one to add to the little collection. However, it's in the case like the Space Invaders and Pac-Man. So I don't know if it's going to be like an LCD based, you know, the monochrome LCD like Pac-Man and Space Invaders were. Or it's going to be the full color screen like Q*bert and Centipede. Looking at the picture, you can see it's a dark screen, so I'm hoping that means it's going to be the full color LCD and not the monochromatic piece of junk. So I'm really keeping my fingers crossed for that. Looks like it's going to retail for $19.99. I don't know why Best Buy's gone on their side already, but it's not for sale, not in stock, so maybe they jumped the gun. Let's see, what else? What else is going on? That's pretty much it. Let's go through the pickups here. Well, you already probably saw the video I made on all the little arcade decals from the Retro Gamers Loft. These things are awesome. He's actually selling decals of Arcade USA now. So if you're a fan of the show and you'd like to get a Arcade USA decal, go to the link below in the show notes to his eBay store. And I think they're like $3 a piece. That's not bad. Get your own little Arcade USA sticker. Pretty cool. I don't get anything out of it. I told him he can go ahead and make the stickers and keep all the profits. I just thought it was kind of cool that he was making these crazy things. Plus, he sent me some stickers, which I'll be giving away as prizes, later on. Let's see. Oh, for my retro toy pickups, I picked up a sealed box of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trading cards. Now, I'm not really into the Turtles, but I couldn't pass this up. I got a buddy and two buddies that do a podcast called Turtle Flakes about the Turtles. So I picked this up for them as a show donation. So I'll be sending these off to them and let them do like an unboxing video and look at the cards and everything. And then also, for the retro toy kind of thing, I found one of those Weird-ohs models. This one's Killer McBash, the Dazzling Decimator. This is not an original kit. This is a reproduction kit. But it's still cool. RK and I are going to be talking about these on the next Toy Tune podcast, which we're recording this weekend, along with the game Codename Sector. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to send this to RK and let him build it. He'll do a video on it, so that'd be kind of neat to see. Now, video game wise, the first one here, got from my buddy John. He sent to me. It's Bounty Bob Strikes Back. I love Bounty Bob on my ColecoVision, especially because it has 11 levels, but I like it on my Atari 8-bit too. That's the first place I ever played was in the Atari 8-bit. So I was pretty happy to get this Atari 8-bit cartridge of the sequel, Bounty Bob Strikes Back. And as you can see in the video over here, I can't play that game worth the darn, but I still love it. It's still fun to play. So I'm very happy to get this. And one thing I noticed on the back, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's etching on the back. It says, Turner Coffer Child Care, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Gives a street address and a phone number. So this must have belonged to them, and I guess they sold it. I thought that was kind of cool. I love finding stuff like this when I pick up old cartridges, like especially in the books when you find people who wrote down their high scores, things like that. That is always cool to find. Also for my Atari 8-bit, I picked up Computer War. Awesome. Based on the movie War Games. Pretty basic game. Basically what you're doing, it's kind of like a missile command type of game, almost. You have these incoming missiles coming after your bases that you have to disable. You basically use your little radar scope to find a missile, lock onto it, and then you have to shoot it out of the sky. Once you shoot the missiles out of the sky, you can deactivate one of the bases that you're defending. And once you evacuate all the bases, you go to the next level. It's actually a fairly fun game. I had this back when it first came out, and I sold it off years ago, and I wish I didn't have it, so I'm pretty happy to have it back in my collection again. It's not going anywhere now. And then lastly, you've all probably seen this video already, but the Tempest Elite. Awesome. I love Tempest, and my favorite thing about this is I can use the driving controller on it and have an actual rotary control to play Tempest on my Atari 800. That's awesome. Cool. So that's pretty much it. Short, sweet, hard to beat. So until next time, everybody, keep on retro gaming.
Strange game. The only winning move is not to play.